All right, I think it's go time. This is Sydney Guajardo coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas. We're doing our second training for the day, and we are trading places. All right, let's get going here. What we do here for training, just to show you, or to put our indicators on display, we go to the King Solomon, and we try and figure out what trade is going where. And I'll give the trend out. Now, as far as entry and exiting the trade, you would actually need the indicators to do that. But anyway, let's show you basically how Forex works. I'll do a quick. We have a video in production right now of some of the words and verbiage that we use and the terminology that we use. Give me 1 second here. Hello, hello, hello. Test, test. Have some technical difficulties. Hold on. Okay, so some of the things that we do, we use layman's terms here. It's just easier to learn. We don't. There's some words that we use, some Forex words, but you have linear regression. You have all these different words that when I first started, I was very, very intimidated of Forex, and I almost didn't want to do it. But so I came up with a system. And with our indicators, and they work very well. And it's very, very simple to use. Very simple. We use normal words. But anyway, so let me give you a quick rundown before we go over this here. Let me. So right here on the left side of the screen, you have this number box here, and you have this number box here, and this number box here. These are called vessels, okay? And these is called the money rope. This is called the money rope, and this is called the money rope. Okay, so in Forex, you're either going up or down. Forex even goes sideways, but there's not a sideways button. You can't make any money when the money's going sideways. You could either make money when you're long or short. Okay, so long, the vessel has to be above the rope. It has to be like up here. The vessel has to be up here, or the vessel has to be up here in this general area. The money rope has to be going up as well. Just like that, it has to be going up. It has to be going up, okay? Now in this instance, the money rope is under the vessel. The money rope is what we call kissing the vessel, and this one's over the vessel. So just like in any household, we have to agree. Well, the money has to agree in Forex as well. So there's 9 things you have to look for, and you should be able to recognize them within 2 seconds. So the first thing you look for is if the rope is going up. That's called trend. So you want to go in an upward direction or a downward direction. If it's going up, we call that a bull. If it's going down, we call that bear, or bullish or bearish, okay? The second thing we're looking for is the vessel over the rope, vessel over the rope, vessel over the rope. The next thing we're looking for is, you see this light color? I'm colorblind. It looks kind of creamish color to me. This right here, this means long, okay? This darker one, kind of a pinkish salmon or whatever color it is, this means short. So if everything's in agreement, the money rope is going down, the money rope is going down, money rope is going down, the vessel is under the rope, the vessel is under the rope, vessel is under the rope, and all 3 screens are the dark pinkish color, okay? And it's the opposite when it's going north. So let's, with that, I'm going to erase all this, and let's see if we can follow along, okay? So let's look for some this morning. If there's no text messages here or text, if there's not any text on the screen, that means I didn't like the trade and we didn't predict anything. But let's go with US 30. All right. Those are the alerts. So when I selected this, there was indicators showing, or there wasn't any indicators. I didn't like the trade, but I like to, what I usually do is when I say long, when the 480 turns. This one was just a hunch. This was just a gut feeling. And look at that. I was wrong. It was long at the 6th of May AM session. I was wrong. But I never guess in Forex. I use my indicators. So, bad job. Let me see here. But for now, I still don't like trading gold or US 30 when I'm not on top of my computer. There's a lot of times where I'll take a trade and I'll be in the trade for several hours, and I'll come back, I'll put a stop loss on it or whatever, and I don't have to monitor it. Well, with gold and the indice of US 30, it's it's like a slippery fish. You know, it's a very slippery slope. You just can't control it. You could either make a bunch of money or blow up your account. There's nothing in between. It's horrible. But anyway, so let's go to the next trade pair. Euro dollar versus US dollar. Okay. So this one I used my indicator on this one. I remember I did. And we started the trade right here. And it went short. So we did good. All right. That's a good one. We did fantastic on that one. So right now, I'm kind of not liking the trade for overnight. There's no agreement here. But if I had to put my money on it, I'd say long. But I have a signal right here going, or I'd say short. But I have a signal right here going long. So I really don't know. Okay. The US dollar versus the Japanese yen. When indicator turns, let's move this out of the way to see what it says here. Let's put it over here. It says short when all indicators turn. That's today in the AM session. And it went short. This is where I marked it. And everything under there is all profit. So it did fantastic. So we did another great job. King Solomon actually did that, and I'm taking credit for it. Okay, so right now, I think the money's kind of floating around. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, when consolidation is the nemesis of Forex. When you're in consolidation, the money is moving sideways. And when there's pressure to get out of consolidation, like when a lot of money enters the market or a lot of money exits the market, it definitely affects the way the trend goes. But we don't have any signals for that. Nobody does. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm working on it right now. And that one is going to be a game changer. But for now, until it comes out, when you're in consolidation and you take a trade short, that thing can do this. It can go long on you. So we just don't know that. So when you're in consolidation, how can you find out? Well, the King Solomon will tell you. So do you remember me calling this the vessel and this the money rope? Okay, this is when they're touching. That's called in my terms it's called kissing. Okay, so when you were a kid, went on your first date, your parents or whoever was raising you said, "Hey, no kissing." So there's no kissing in Forex. Also, kind of like Mr. Miyagi, when he was telling Daniel-san, you have to make a decision because if you're in the middle of the street, you're going to get squashed like grape. Same thing here. So right here, this is one side of the street and this is the other side of the street. Stay out of the middle. So if you're on this side, I'm going to get my highlighter here so that you can see. You see these right here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these little points that were in the sidewalk. Where did they go from here? They went up. Okay, look at these. 2, 3, 4, 5. What did they do? They went across the street. They went down. So we want to stay out of the middle of here, because at any point, You could be cruising and then bam, goes right up, or cruising and then come down. And that's when, unless you're extremely lucky, that you'll lose your account. So how do we know if it's in the middle, if it's in consolidation? First of all, we call this the money street. So if you see, let me erase this. So if you see a trade doing this right here, kind of doing the sideways dance, don't take it. I guarantee if we were to get a crosshair and go back in time and put our crosshair right here, I guarantee there'd be kissing. They wouldn't even be kissing, they'd be making out. So this is what you do, is you just go to the next trade. That's all you do. Very simple. And Forex is very fast. So I came up with this system here that you don't have. This is the normal way you do it. So let's say we want to look at Aussie dollar versus the Japanese yen. Put it in there, press enter. Everything changes, right? That's pretty quick. Well, look what we did. You can't see my keyboard right now, but gold, XAU USD is highlighted, and it's all the screens are gold. So if I go to the down arrow, I can go to US 30, and everything changes just in a heartbeat, just like that. And you can just keep on going. Oh, hold on. You can just keep on going and going, and it'll just go. You can go back up. This is meant for speed. So you don't have to spend all day at your computer doing this. This is 100% professional grade stuff here. A lot of time, energy, and money went into this. But okay, let's go on about our business here. Let's look at euro dollar. I like this short. So what I'm going to do is short. And I could be wrong. There's no agreement here. Short 0506 p.m. session. So right now we're 1 for 1 on these trades. If you would have taken euro dollar short, you would have made some money. The thing is, entry point. So anyway, so this one, obviously, first thing you want to do when you look at a trade pair, you want to look to see what direction it's going. And I like to use a 60-minute chart because it gives me immediate direction. Right here, you could tell it's just going short. And there's another signal right here that says it's going to go short. So let's see if the 120, 240, and the 480 agree. They do. They're going in a downward direction. I wouldn't take the trade now because it's in consolidation. So I'm going to put a text message here. Is it short? When indicators turn. PM session. So how do the indicators work? They work on pressures. They work on a lot of different things, algorithms, all types of high-level stuff. So we figured it out, and so far we're doing very well with this. It works. It was ready to take to market. So let's look at Euro JPY. Euro Yen is the nickname. So the first thing you do is when you're looking at this chart book here, King Solomon, because King Solomon knows all. We often refer to him as just the king. You can easily tell what direction it's going. You can easily tell right here. Let me just put a highlighter. It's obviously going down. So my students all over the planet got signals that it's going down. And I agree with King Solomon. Look at the 120 indicator, look at the 240 and the 480. They're all going down. So this is a good trade. It must have been in consolidation, or it must have been doing some sideways movement for me not to call this trade early in the morning because there's no text message here. But I'm going to put one now. So let me... So there's plenty of people all over the world that watch these, and they religiously look at our text message of what we did in the morning to see how accurate we are. And so far we're batting 100%. When we lean on King Solomon, I don't think he's missed. That is not an exaggeration. He is 100%. Now there was one trade this morning that US 30 that I didn't put up there. I predicted it to go short, or I predicted it to go long, and it went short. That was me. That was not King Solomon. So what I'll put here is I'll put short because it's already there. And I'll put the date and PM session. And so our students can do the same thing when they're taking notes. Okay, so let's go to the next trade. Aussie dollar versus the US dollar. There was no predictions this morning. But this is what I'll tell you for today. Short when indicators turn. And our students know what this means. Okay. And what I do, just to verify everything, to show everybody how much money would have been made, I'll put a timestamp right there. So tomorrow when we wake up in the morning, I get up around 6. I'll come verify all these things, and the money will be somewhere over here. Let's just go to the next trade so we can verify this. Pound US dollar. I didn't make any predictions here, but I'm going to right now. Let's see what the king says. And what I mean by the king, I mean him and all his little men here, all these little indicators. And I think the king is saying this one's going to go short as well. Everything's kind of already turned, so I'm going to do just the 480 on this one. All right. The US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Let me move our quote board over. Okay, so we put our line up where we're at here. Okay, so I really don't like this trade at all. This is what you have here. If you call this long, what'll happen is, let me do another line here for you. You have, first of all, you have all these resistance points here where the money had been testing it all day, and the last thing you want to do is ask Forex to create new highs. What I mean by new highs is the money was already tested here maybe last week. Is it possible that it breaks through and it tests this line and goes through? Yes, it can. But look at this big trend that just came out here. This could be a resistance line. It could bounce all the way down. So we'll just let this one play out. There's way too much brain damage in the world to worry about this. So what I think we should do is just go to the next trade. Let's go to pound Swiss. This one looks like a trade here. Now what's kind of bothers me here is the last candle before the session closed is a red candle, but there's pressure for it to go up. I don't understand that. Maybe there was a big lump sum of money that came in right at the end. I don't know. But every indication says that this is going to go short. So let's, that's what I'm going to put. When 480 turns. Now when I say indicators turn, that means none of them have turned. But in this case, the 120 and the 240 have already turned, and the 480 is getting ready to turn. So when it turns, I forgot to put the direction. Short when 480 turns. Okay. We'll do a few more and then see if we can do some scalping. Aussie dollar versus the yen. All right, so let's mark it where we're at. I didn't mark it at all. I probably just didn't like the trade. Put this here. Now let me put it up. So if there is pressure for it to go down. Now look, there's the way we're talking about new highs, there's also new lows. So this could possibly go down and bounce, or it could just start, it just could keep trending short. If you look at the money street here, it looks like it's trying to get off the sidewalk, going through the median and start another street. I mean, that's a sharp downturn. Look at that. It just boom. And that's over the last 7, 8, 9 hours. But anyway, I like this trade short. That's what we'll put. Short when 480 turns. I like putting notes because I like keeping myself accountable. Let me see here. Let's go to CAD yen. Boy, there's a lot of short. I think with the yen, the reason why I had some Forex news, I got a text yesterday showing that they were really considering extending the stay-at-home, the COVID lockdown thing, and it passed. So they're extending it. So it's obviously just dropped. It was weird because the U.S. 30 kind of has been stale, and there's a lot of states in the union that are going back to work as a few days ago. But anyway, okay. So here's a deal. I'm going to really lean on King Solomon here. Everywhere from here down was a new low, and it went 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 candles for new lows. Will it continue? It might. Here's a yellow candle right here about to shoot up, but there is so much pressure to go down. I think it may go short, but I don't. There's way too much brain damage there. So I'm going to just go to the next one. Swiss yen. Look at all these new lows here. These are short. Just because you get behind a computer and you're trading doesn't mean you have to take the trade. Today was very difficult. I normally take 15, 20 trades a day, and I probably missed 2 today, but they didn't run like I wanted them to, so profit was very, very short today. It just was. And I think maybe Thursday, tomorrow, and Friday, we're going to have very excellent days in Forex. And the reason why is because things like this. Look at this new low. I mean, we had new lows starting from here all the way down, and we're here now. So I expect this just to jump up. It's not going to jump up like a huge candle like this. This is what they call a banker's candle. And what bankers are doing is they're collecting all their money from this consolidation. They just are. Look at that. Let me tell you how they set it up. If you can see, I'm gonna put the box right here. And I'm going to highlight. It's just been going up and down, up and down, up and down. Millions were made right here, if your account was big enough. And the institutional traders kind of faked everybody out by thinking a banker's candle was going to come out, and it didn't. It just kept consolidating. Well, look at this. The last money signal came out right here, and all my students got it. And then all of a sudden, institutional traders, they influenced the market. Boom, came back down, and then bam. So they collected money right here. They teased everybody to go short, and they took it all again, and they did it again, and they did it again. And it just kept going. So these guys are crazy people, man. But let me see here. So I'm going to let this one play out. I don't like it. So we're just going to go ahead and pass. All right. Euro, Aussie dollar. This one has already hit new lows. It went up. It came down. This is just a beautiful trade here. Look at that. It's just nice and easy. Nice big movements. So I think this one's probably going to go long. Whoops. I'm going to put the money here. I'm going to lean on the king. I think the king is saying when indicators turn long, when all right. Let's do two more and then we'll go scalp. Euro pound. First thing we do is check trend visually, and it's going up. It's on this side of the street, so I think it's going to keep going up. I think it's going to go long. That's what the king's saying. So these indicators will actually talk to you if you let them through email with our signals. Long when 240 and 480 turn. One more. The British pound versus the Japanese yen. It's obviously going in a downward direction. Let's let this catch up here. This is another one of those things where you kind of have to use common sense. We're at the bottom. The king says we're going short. Let's just kind of leave this one alone. So we'll just leave that. Let's see if we can do some scalping with, oh, you know what? I'm going to show you guys something. So I'm building a book right now. It's called the Moab Alerts. And most of our indicators are on one page, just like this. You have all the indicators you need right here. Entrance points, your position, and when you want to get out. Okay. I used to also have a workbook. Look at that. No indicators, nothing. If you just want to look at Fibonacci and look at linear regression, I just made a workbook for those who have traded before and appreciate a good charting system. But anyway, the Moab Alerts. We want to let you know. We want to let you know when a trade is coming. So not only will you get an alert of which way you're going to go, you get it through your email, but you'll also see the trend right here. And if you should take it, all these indicators right here, all they're trying to do is tell you if they agree or not. So just basically here, like US dollar versus the Swiss franc, if you look down here, let me put my highlighter on or my spotlight. It's going in an up direction. This one's kind of bending. It looks like it wants to come down. There's even a red dot there. That means it wants to go down. Well, these two are going up. This is kind of softening, and this one's going up too. But just because of that red dot and the way this is angled, I wouldn't take this trade. But look at this. Pound Swiss is going down. 120 is going down. 240 is going down. And so is the 480. It's kind of going down, not quite yet. And look at this. Down means the dark gray screen here, here, and here. So actually we could probably, let me pull up let me see here, 1 second. I'll pull up these, I'll pull up this demo account that I was using for this indicator. Okay, so look at this. This new indicator I'm working on. It's a $5 million account. I'm losing $208,000. But you have to have these just so you can test them out. So we're going to use this one today. And the reason I'm explaining myself, because this guy's teaching us Forex and he's losing $250,000. No. Put it over here. All right, so pound Swiss. Let's look for pound Swiss. There it is right there. Okay, so pound Swiss, short, short, short. It's not quite there yet, but let's go ahead and take it. It'll show right here. The reason why it immediately went negative is because their commission comes out of it. But let's take a look at it. We'll just let that cook here for a little bit. I want to get to some scalping, and we'll do some scalping on this one here. Okay, so this is coming up. So you get you'll get an arrow, and you'll get as soon as a trend changes, you would get an alert to your email, and then if you see agreement, take the trade. Take the trade. Like this one looks like it's an agreement. Short, 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 short. This is actually a good trade. This is a trade. These are all trades here. Here's an example of no agreement. You have this one yellow, it's kind of going up. You have a light screen. This one's coming down, and it just came off of a dark screen, and this one doesn't know what it wants to do. So what do? Go to the next trade. So what we'll have is we'll have the chart book. Instead of having like one chart book, you're going to have the Moab alerts. It's the Moab alerts 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you'll have them up right up here, just like that. Just like the where we go one, we go all. It'll just be up here. So and you keep your computer open, and in order to get the alerts, it's just Forex made easy. So let's see if we can scalp something. Gold, it's kind of hard to scalp at this time because the U.S. session just closed. Everybody's kind of taking a break, but there is trading going on right now. Let's go to the U.S. 30. So the vessel's over the rope. It's kind of kissing here, and this one's under the rope. So no deal. Euro dollar. There's a bunch of kissing here. The vessel's kissing the rope, and it's going sideways in the middle of the street. No deal. Dollar yen. Down, down. Well, let's look at dollar yen. Right here. Switch this to a 5-minute candle. So, yeah, well, see, these are kissing. That means it's running out of steam. That means it kind of wants to go in the other direction. Now, here's the deal. This one is kind of in consolidation. I don't know if you can see on this MT4 right here. I have a Bollinger Band set up, and the money's kind of moving sideways, which means it's either consolidation or there's not a lot of leverage. So just for that, we just go to the next. Oh, hold on, sir. We'll go to the next trade. Let's go to Euro Yen. There's no agreement here. This is kind of doing, it's kissing, and this is over the rope, no agreement. Aussie dollar, US dollar. Now here's the thing about scalping. When we first started, we were talking about we are trend traders and we trade with the trend. I get very, very worried when I take a trade against the trend. So like right here, for an example, this is just an example, but if you look at the Bollinger Band right here towards the left part of the screen, it's going down. So it makes sense to take a short trade, even if you're scalping. Okay, so but look at this. This part, let me use a highlighter here. So look at this. This trade is going up. It's going up all the way here, and it just kind of stops right here. But how many red candles do you see? You see one here, 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 here. All these, that's big money right there. So basically, you're taking a short trade on a bullish trend. That's what scalping is. You just have to be very, very careful. So for all the students that are just starting, maybe within 6 months, please don't take a trade against the trend. Because if your trade is going this way and it continues to go this way, and you take a short trade and you go this way, what is that? These two will never meet up. And you're going to blow up your account. So don't do it. So let me erase all this. So no trade there. Pound US dollar. This one is exactly a perfect setup. Look at that. It's under the rope, under the rope, under the rope. Let's look at it. Pound US dollar. When you're scalping, I like looking at the 5 minute. Look at that. The trend is down. And it looks like it wants to go short. Let's wait until it actually turns. See how these two yellow candles, look at this. Okay, there's already starting to be some pressure here. Just like really quick. These yellow candles right here versus the red. So it was going up for a little bit. Look at my little indicator here. All right, here we go. When this thing turns red, I'm taking the trade. And for the students who have never seen live trading before, I dare you to go to, here it is right there, bam. I dare you to go to any YouTube channel where they're teaching Forex. It's all there's no live trading going on. I guarantee it. So we're almost in the money on the pound Swiss we took. So I'm not going to go to the profit levels that I want. I'm going to X out of it, but I just want to show you once we get into profit that it works. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure. You see how this thing just keeps going short and short and short? Yeah, this is good. It just needs to move. Live trading, folks. It's coming down. The other part about live trading I don't like is the awkward silence. Okay, we're in profit here. So the predictions we made this morning worked. Those are 3 of them. And we're about to turn profit here on this one. So I think we're 4 for 4. Let me look up this pound Swiss here 1 second. Oh, you know what? The pound Swiss we took on the King Solomon, this is going to be, that wasn't a scalp trade. This is definitely, let's look it up here. Yeah, it's going in a downward direction. This will take a little bit to get into profit. That wasn't a scalp. So we'll move on to the next one. Let's go to Aussie dollar JPY. It definitely has a strong upward trend, but there's a little bit of kissing here. That means it's losing speed or it's about to go into consolidation. I'm not interested. CAD yen. This one's going up. Let's take a look at it. Let's change this to 5 minute. It's moving for sure. This is the part that really scares me, even with an experienced trader like I am. I'm trying to go long, and the trend is definitely short. The trend is definitely short. See, it's starting to bend a little bit. Little dark screen starting to come out on your slither. It's very hard to see through GoToMeeting, but when you have these indicators on a laptop or desktop, There's no telling. I mean, there's no doubt. You can see this dark screen right here. It's starting. Well, it popped back in. Let's see. It's not moving. All right, let's go to the next one. Swiss yen, same thing. Oh, look at this. There's a little pressure going up, and we're way at the bottom here. Let's look at it. Swiss yen. Let's go to 5-minute candle, or 5-minute. It's going an upward trend. Look at that. I'll show you these indicators later. This right here, when this thing gets released in the middle of June, yeah, we're all going to be able to go buy a private island. So let me go ahead and, I actually like this. Okay. And it just stopped. Jeez. Look at this. It just keeps climbing and climbing. I'm going to check something here. Okay, this is how you really check trend. We're actually going in a downward position on the 4-hour, even on the 1 day. So this is a very, very risky trade. And also, Swiss yen is considered more of an exotic trade. So the fees are very high, very high. The money wasn't even moving, and I immediately went $480 in the negative. So let's take this. Let's go to the next one. We'll let that move. Euro, Aussie dollar. It's kissing here. It's almost kissing here. There's no agreement. Go to the next one. Euro, pound. There's no agreement. Let's go to pound yen. Yeah, I don't like this one. It's kind of under the rope here. Yeah, there's not a lot. And it's also an exotic. So let's go to the next one. New Zealand yen. Let's take a look at New Zealand yen. We're looking at a downward trend. Let's change it to the 5-minute. Let's put our one-click trading. This one's going up too. This is one of those ones where, man, you want to take it, but you're also going against a downward trend. Normally, like on these two, the Swiss yen, I probably wouldn't have taken that trade. This time of day, there's not enough volume, and the spread is very high. It's an exotic. But I was really itching to see. I wanted to show you the type of movement. It went from $480 loser to $320. So, you know, it's moving. Look at this. Okay, let's go ahead and take this. So we're working from here down. If we get these three, I think we'll be 5 for 5 for the day. We're already in profit. Good. Man. Let's see if we get the next trade. New Zealand US dollar. Okay, look at this one. This is shooting through the roof and it's already starting to come down. Let's stay over here. you know, what we're going to do is we're going to stop on the scalping. I want to introduce something to you. I was being a little facetious on you know, getting a private island. Obviously, I was kidding just a little bit. I really like to have a private island though. But anyway, when we opened up training, we talked about our nemesis being consolidation. Oh, we're in profit here. Very good. So consolidation is something we don't like because that's money moving sideways, and at any point it can go up or down. Okay. So what we put together is we put together a system that really hammers down on pressures, because when there's a lot of money that enters the market, there's a lot of pressure for it to go up. The value of those pairs have to go up when there's a lot of money entering the market. When there's a lot of money exiting the market, there's a lot of pressure for it to go down, because the value, the currency is going down in value, especially that pair. And oh, by the way, I wanted to mention to you, this also works on the indices in gold. We saw that. And also coming up soon, maybe in the latter part of September or the latter part of the summer, we're going to introduce some indicators that work on cryptocurrencies. It's going to be unbelievable. We're going to be a full spectrum training hub here. So right here, I've highlighted, I think this is blue. I'm colorblind, so I think it's blue or purple, whatever it is. This is consolidation. And these two knots right here, they're little balls. This is pressure. When it's green or yellow, that means there's pressure to go up. Okay. And this is like a support line. And right here, there's pressure for it to go down. So look at this. I mean, right out of the gate, boom, there was a yellow or a green signal to go long, and it did. It went long. For 15 minutes, it went long. And then it kind of went sideways again. It didn't make any money, just moved. And another signal came out. Boom. And look at all this. Then went into consolidation. Right after consolidation, not the second after it came out, my little pressure monitor came out and it just went up like crazy. I don't know what happened to this. Look at this. But this is all, not these three, but all this is just from today. Look at this. This is unbelievable. I could have let these little ones run, but I just wanted to see if the indicators work. Now, right here, all these big losers, I used the same system, but I forgot to add a trend finder. Well, we added the trend finder because I hate I looked at these, like these big ones. There was pressure to go up, but we were going again. I did some forensics. Every time I took the trade, even though there was pressures to go up, it did, but it went right back down because the general trend was going the opposite direction. You can't beat it. Let me give you an illustration. That's kind of like when you're going uphill and you expect water to run uphill with you. It just won't happen. It's a lot easier to throw water downhill. Well, that's the same way with Forex and trend. So this thing is bulletproof. I mean, it will be. So we need this on the Sierra. Now I'm struggling for a name on this one. And those students out there, hopefully I can get some emails from you. I want to call it the Awakening, but I really want to name this indicator, and I want it to be named by my students. And these names are very special to me. I kind of mentioned this in all our trainings. Where we go one, we go all. I did this for our students because we will back you 100% of the way. We're there for you. The Rochelle, one of our dear friends, lost his daughter back in November, and I want to dedicate this indicator right here to her. And come and take it. I dare you. And King Solomon, I was gonna name this indicator Elvis, but I think King Solomon was a little wiser, and so we did that. And then the Moab, which we're working on right now, is for the alerts. That's the mother of all bombs. So kind of neat little deal here. So I think we're about done. I didn't see, there's a lot of consolidation out there. I don't want anybody to get hurt. So There was a few trades out there today. I took about half the trades I normally take. But tune in tomorrow for some more. I think we're going to have a very, very good weekend to close up. But I want to thank everybody for hopping on. So from trading places and Sydney, Guajardo, and let me tell you one quick thing. I really believe that everybody on this planet was put on this planet to help other people that can't help themselves. So if you follow those guidelines, you'll probably end up being a good person. So from trading places in Sydney, Guajardo, and San Antonio, Texas, we bid you farewell. Thanks for hopping on. Thank you. Bye-bye.